Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here from Miss Carrie's Creations. I'm going to share 2 simple cards that you can create any time of the year. I'm going to be using 3 perspectives from the November Fox box. I'm also going to bring in a few of the dies from the Bramble Fox shop. The pocket and the lattice make great additions to cards. On my desk, I have the last 3 perspectives from the November Fox Box Plus collection. I am also going to bring in these floral paper snips, which I have already cut out, and 2 dies from Bramble Fox. The pocket is one of my favorite items to use on cards. For the first card, I have a 4" by 5¼ piece of embossed cardstock. I like to emboss card panels ahead of time and keep a stack of them in a drawer so that I can quickly make a card. Over the top, I'm placing a 1/2" product strip and a 1½ pattern strip. Instead of placing the sentiment over the top of these patterns, I'm going to bring in a layered circle. This creates a nice clean backing and makes the perspective stand out. I always like to add vertical elements to balance out the horizontal, so I've cut this little lattice piece from navy blue paper. I have cut this in half so that I can place 1 piece above the circle and 1 below. I'm just using a liquid adhesive with a fine tip. That tip makes it easier to add glue to delicate die cuts. Now, lining these up is taking me a few moments. I'm really struggling getting these little pieces to stick to the embossed pattern, but eventually I do get them in place. I have to admit the bright colors of the paper snips were a bit of a struggle for me. I had already used about 3/4 of the sheet and was working with what I had left. I decided to use only orange flowers on this card because orange and blue are great complements of each other. I brought in an orange pattern paper and a bit of salmon pinky orange color and a tiny bit of yellow. All of these colors went together beautifully, and it didn't seem to overwhelm the design of the card at all. I'm going to adhere the Great Friends perspective on the circle. I am going to need to hold this in place a moment while the glue sets. Below the sentiment, I'm going to bring in this little paper snip. Bramble Fox has quite a few paper snip sheets with just sentiments and phrases. These are great for card makers who are not stampers or who are like me and often forget about a special occasion and need to put together something last minute. Alright, now that everything has been added to the white embossed cardstock, I'm going to layer this onto some teal pattern paper. This color is similar to the perspective, so that color is going to help bring your eyes right to the sentiment. So here's that first card all ready to go. It went together really quickly, didn't it? Let's put together the second card. Again, I'm using an embossed piece of cardstock. If you don't own embossing folders, you could recreate the look with stencils and texture paste. On the far left, I'm adhering a bright pink pattern strip, and then I'm going to layer this strip of pale pink next to it. Pink and navy blue are a classic color combination that works for just about any occasion. That blue pocket was cut from the die from Bramble Fox, and I just love the stitching details on here. On the corner of this pocket, I'm going to adhere some more paper snip flowers. Now, I'm trying to stick with just blue and pink, but there are some really bright orange flowers on here. On the last card, the blue and orange worked well together, but on this one, that orange is overpowering. To hide those elements, I'm going to layer a blue and pink flower over them. This not only hides the orange items, it adds some dimension to the card. As I continue to finish adding items, I would love it if you tap that subscribe button and let me know that you're new here. If you're already a subscriber, let me know that you're enjoying today's project by tapping the thumbs up icon or leaving me a comment below. I would love to know if you like simple cards like these or if you prefer ones that take you time to create. I'm going to layer this on some navy cardstock, which matches the pocket and again, brings your eyes to the sentiment. This card would be a great one to tuck a gift card in. I'm going to go off camera and finish these up, then I'll share the completed cards with you. Now I'm one who likes to add stitching, so I added some zigzags on this border and a few straight lines on a few of the other pattern pieces. If you're not one who enjoys to add sewing, you could definitely skip this part. If you wanted to replicate this same look, you could do that with a pen or some stitching stamps. Today I shared 2 simple cards that you can make using dies and perspectives from Bramble Fox. These cards are simple to make and didn't require any stamping or stenciling. I like how quickly they come together and how I can make these for any occasion. I hope that the techniques I shared with you inspire you to try something new. Thank you again for joining me as I created another card making project with you. If you would like to see more of my creations, you can visit my channel or follow Miss Carrie's Creations online. If you have any questions about this project or the supplies listed below, feel free to leave me a comment. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.